Mexical's live, the chat says yo. Cables twist like jungle vines, but the mouse pad centered perfect lines. Pale world tames and paleo seeds, Terraria caves where the torchlight bleeds. Fortnite drops when the squad rolls in, chaos on the desk, order within. Hey, it's Let's Be Gold, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spamming hearts, neat little world in a messy yard. Plastic art, laughing through the night, desk like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Farms, one monitor fights, third one's memes from the chat highlights. Energy drink, tap, mountain grows, but the keyboard's clean, nobody knows. He'll build a palace and blow it up, squad revives him with the coffee cup. Every yell turns into a tale, community laughs, we never fail. It's Espligar, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spamming hearts, neat little the vibe feels right. Late night raids, Terraria boss, Palia festival, never at a loss. Fortnite clinger, victory royal, but the real win's every shared smile. Hey, spectacle, sunrise on stream, empty cans, but we're living the dream. Power of Palia, blocks in the sky, with the crew in the chat, we're flying high. Mystic war, chaos with a plan. Hit that follow, join the fam. Neatness in the madness, heart on the screen. Mystical's world, best place I've been. Pixels flicker, midnight glow, Mexical's live, the chat says yo. Cables twist like jungle vines, but the mouse pad centered perfect lines. Pale world tames and paleo seeds, Terraria caves where the torchlight bleeds. Fortnite drops when the squad rolls in, chaos on the desk, order within. Hey, it's Let's Be Gold, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spamming hearts, neat little world in a messy yard. Plastic art, laughing through the night, desk like a storm, but the vibe feels right. One monitor farms, one monitor fights, third one's memes from the chat highlights. Energy drink, tap, mountain grows, but the keyboard's clean, nobody knows. He'll build a palace and blow it up, squad revives him with the coffee cup. Every yell turns into a tale, community laughs, we never fail. It's Espligar, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spamming hearts, neat little world in a messy yard. Plastic art, laughing through the night, text like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Late night raids, Terraria boss, Palia festival, never at a loss. Fortnite clinger, victory royal, but the real win's every shared smile. Hey, spectacle, sunrise on stream, empty cans, but we're living the dream. Power of Palia, blocks in the sky, with the crew in the chat, we're flying high. Mystic war, chaos with a plan. Hit that follow, join the fam. Neatness in the
And we are live, everyone. Thank you for watching. My name is MysticalLandSlide, and we are continuing our Minecraft play. Yesterday we did pretty well getting the mechanism started, and let's see, we enhanced our power with some passive generation. Not super good, but technically I could make it more and more, but as of right now, it's doing just fine. And let's see what else we did. We got us, was it 53 buckets of lava into a tank, which holds like 1,000. Let's see. We cleared out a bunch of room with thousands of dirt. We also filled in some of the, I guess you'd say, riverside in front of our house, expanding it out. We built us a builder's wand to show it off, and then we went back and we built us a diamond one, which is way more powerful. So yeah, we've got the start of a great Minecraft world. We got torches all around us, and so we got our jumbo furnace. We have our composter, which we still need to work on that once we get our iron up, which we got 42 iron out of 14 blocks. The actual ore blocks with our mechanism double, triple, whatever it's doing, and getting us a ton of it, that's for sure. And we got King Orange in the chat, so everything's gonna be great. Got the start of a perfect Minecraft stream. But so far, everything seems to be pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to check and see. It is 35 degrees. It has dropped 5 degrees in the last 2 hours. And my phone says that we could possibly have snow. So it's going to be a chilly one outside. But at least we're warm in the house. The best thing about streamers, we don't have to go outside. We get our suntans from our ring lights. But yeah, we did pretty well. We got our backpack, let's see, the day before. We upgraded it to, was it gold level? The only thing higher is diamond and netherite. I think 65 where you are. Nice. Enjoy the warm for me, because it looks like we're not going to be getting too much. It was saying, I looked at it, was it yesterday or the day before, and it's saying this weekend it can get down to 19, but it can feel like 9. So soak up some of the warmth for me, because it's going to be chilly here. But as everybody who has ever lived or near or even visited Indiana, our weather is psychotic at its best. Okay, we had, what was it? 41 gold. Oh yeah. Right there we had 45. Oh yeah, we're gonna have, what, almost 2 stacks? Or 3 stacks? We already have 2. So I'm assuming that this is tripling with the purification. It goes purification, then crushing, then enriching. And there's one that's even more than that. So yeah, if it does, I will probably have to put it up here and have it go this way and then down and this way to the end. But I'm not sure precisely the method of. I have never done anything else in mechanism other than these. Technically, I could have what is it? I could break that there and have I try to have a filtered thing to filter out the oxygen Not sure if you can. It might be a, since it is kind of a, that's chemical, so they should have a pipe for it. I could funnel that out and up in here, and I wouldn't have to deal with the tank right there. But I don't know. There are ways to do it, but who knows. Probably going to stream Minecraft today. Found a different mod pack I wanted to try. Ah, nice. That'll be worth watching, that's for sure. And I did like the one you were doing before. I had never seen bosses like that. I had like the monk guy that put you through a test. That one was pretty good. I know there's tons of mod packs out there, but I don't think I'd ever seen one like that before. Now I'm hiccuping. I could expand the power out another block, and because it would just go out through here, so I could add another lava, probably right in here, and we just basically double that over. That would help with the passive generation. Not sure precisely how much it does. Let's see. It's saying it does 20 out of the potential 60 or 64. I'm saying because it's full of air, which is not bad. I mean, so I'm technically doing 40 with each of those. So I would do 80 if I had 2 more. But I'm not sure what the drain the drain on this is. But it is enough that it is draining the power out of all of my things. Because that is, what, 3.27? Well, now it's going up. Yeah, the buffers are empty, but none of these are also working, so that also has some of the things to do with it. Because all of it has is hydrogen in it. Okay. I don't think chlorine can be added with anything, not that I have at least. Potassium, but that's how I got the potassium to start with. If I could find something that was like something I don't use. Well, there's calcium, which I don't think I use the calcium. And I would just combine it together and then you bin it off. And then you don't have to worry about it. Hydrogen and chlorine. Oh, okay, so you can use the chlorine. Let's see, it was... That's one is locked, that's why. Okay. So we will... we can't do that because those two are together. That one is there, so I'll put that there. I don't have a use for those two, at least as of yet. So I kind of bin that off. I put the flowers up, because you can always use the flowers at some point if it's for dyes or bees. I've got tons of dirt, so I will be using the dirt to, oh, and there's my fox summoned from the egg. I'm gonna put that there and just start filling the filler thing, because it goes surprisingly quick whenever you use the wand, because it will be doing the entire thing and it just builds out. Oh, and this is the only trouble, is it does not fill down here. And I've really... Oh! Yeah. Oh, and I'm drowning. Oh, and there is a shrimp. Which may have been why the fox was there. I need to... I'm one of those people. I hate not having it filled like that. There we are. Yeah, now my wand went from 15 to 171. Now I want to get it pretty low, but not super low, because no use doing that. Okay, we'll fill that up, because you don't want to break it. Unfortunately, it will break. Oh, oh well. It was technically just a diamond, but I hate losing that much of a diamond anyway. So now we fill this up. And that's the weird thing with the shrimp. Because of the sushi mod, now it has, you like add it to build up the grams, which makes it interesting, but it also makes it more long lasting, because you think it's just one, but it's several, and you can't eat off of it. Technically, I do like making the sushi things. It doesn't give you much health, but it gives you, or saturation, but it does give you a lot of them. But you have to actually find the seaweed, and then you have to have rice from a specific source. But other than that, it's not too bad. Okay, we were going to make this all. 6, 5, and yeah, we don't have any more of those. I need to make tool rod, so I can put it with this one. So that gives me a free piece I can use with that. I will also do it with the sword, just so it pulls loot to me. Do 5 and 1, and you got us all. And that one has 6,144 durability, which is why I love using obsidian. Oh, it is almost dark. Now, of course, that's a fairly tall tree. I'm not using the vein miner, and it does the whole thing. And it's not using my hunger to do it, but it is using the health of the actual tool itself. Which, considering it's one you can, of course, it's one you can just repair, so makes it all easier. Let's see, I will put the nest just down in case the bee comes back. I don't think it will. Looks like one of those that might have gotten lost looking for a flower and then just up and died or despawned. Which unfortunately does happen when you do like the way I do it. So we'll take the flowers away and then the bees go looking for them, and if they don't come back, I think there's a time limit. I don't know. But it seems like if they go too far, either things kill them in the night or they despawn. It may despawn because there's no flower, but I don't know specifically. So we'll just put some kind of around where the bees are, just so they don't have to run all over the place just to look for more flowers. And we'll break that just to get the stick. Okay. So that's a bit of a short tutorial on using the saw and why it's definitely better than an axe. It's not like super fast, but the thing is you can take down an entire tree. Now it does get a little funky on things like the acacia trees because the wood is not necessarily always touching each other, and sometimes it will glitch out on that, and it just won't cut the top of it. which is fine. I don't have a problem with it doing that. I mean, it's just one block, and you can usually just, it doesn't waste anything. So you just cut that extra block and it'll take out the rest that's touching it. So it's not a problem. Sometimes if you can get wood that is either touching, yeah, see right there, it was down here and then up there, and it missed that block, so it wasn't actually touching. So you just redo that and it cuts it. Yeah, these rubber trees grow weird anyway. It's kind of a 50-50 as to whether you'll actually get the whole thing or not. But it's easy to remedy, so it's not an issue for me. Some people it probably would be, but it's not. So go through and clear cut this. I do want to kind of flatten out some more, so I can start with the colonies. You can basically start with the yeah, of course it's too far up. You can start it out a little bit, just as long as you make sure they have food, which I have so much food around here. They don't eat it like you need to, so it's pretty easy to deal with. Okay, we'll take this out. And I think there's another one of those. It's not, it was barely touching enough that it counted. And we'll collect all this. I do not want that to despawn for sure. We'll take out these trees and then we can take out the rest of the dirt. And because it's touching this over here, it won't. So you gotta take out all the connecting trees. There's a lot of times I will do this while I'm busy, and I won't make sure that I catch every little piece. And then I'll turn around and I'm like, what's that floating in the water? And I'll come back and it's a single piece that somehow got away. And I didn't see it. Luckily these are, to me, they're kind of annoying. It's a single piece of wood. And it don't really give you that much, so. But they're easy to go through. Ah, there's a bee in there. But that is also a free carpenter bee for me, because you do need the yellow and you need a green one. He's going around eating the fish. I guess that's one of the positives of having a fox. Because the fish are, I believe, are also used for sushi. Because, you know, you have the raw fish, and then you will have rice, and then you have, what is it, seaweed for the base, if I remember right. Oh yeah, he's chasing little fishies. I will kind of leave this over here. Not sure how far I will go over with the village, but I don't know. It'll be really close to this, of course. I'll let them work on it if it's too close. Sorry, I just came back home, was at the store. No problem. Okay, we got all that, so I can definitely want to take all this back. And these little bushes. You can get some good stuff from them. I have gotten an apple from these. I'm not sure you're supposed to, but they are basically, They are basically oak leaves. So you can get little apples from them. Oh. And there we are. Yep, that was enough. Mod pack I was going to try was D&D based. I tried it for like 10 minutes last night, and it's definitely interesting. That will be something definitely to look at. I tried a lot of different mods back in the day, but I'm very picky because I do like to have something that has a magic mod in it of some kind. And there was some like, oh, it's technology and magic, but the magic mod really doesn't do that much. So that's why I'm a bit picky on it. Because I've been burned a few times, and back in the day when I didn't have good internet, it was a cost of time to actually do it. It's weird, but it's third person, and I don't know about. I don't know. Okay, we just hit the one. Yeah, some of these are picky. Still can't die. Don't know how I feel about it. Okay. Now, this one I am going to use vein miner because it's not counting it as a tree. Maybe because I'm doing it from the bottom, not from the side. Some of them are weird like that. Not sure how they would do. I guess they have a thing that would lock you in third person. Because, I mean, you can switch yourself to it to look at yourself. So they may override that. It'll be something new, so. Yeah, we got a Absol in the chat. I know nothing about newer Pokemon. So it's one of those things. I know it's kind of the same concept as Pokemon. You are still trying to catch them all, basically. I know one person, they have so many. Oh, being raided again. Hey, Pickle. I am doing good. How are you feeling? Hopefully the rest did you some good yesterday. Flowering oak sapling. Yeah, maybe I haven't really messed with it. Started a test world, created a character, got attacked by a bear. Typical. That's the way it always goes. Little better, but I'm still under the weather. Meds are helping. Good. And he caught it. Nice. I was reading the chat and didn't see. Oh yeah, it did say you got it. It's one of those when I catch something I don't know, I go down to the panel that I have for it, and you can look at the actual Pokemon that you've caught in your inventory. And some of them, that's the only way I know what they look like. And I had nothing but books on me, so I started punching it with nothing. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes, let's see, I think there might be bears in this one too. I know before a lot of the updates, the bears in this one, they would attack you. But it was only the ones that had like a baby. Some of the regular ones you could just walk right by, they didn't care. But if they had a baby, you had like a certain field that you could get close to them, but if you went inside that, they would just start running and attack you. About the only way I ever got away from them. I would run into the water. And that's the only way I could escape, because it would severely slow them down. But it wouldn't slow the player down that much. And there's a Danny D. Let's see, food. I did not. Yeah, I didn't do the magic.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there it is.
I can do magic. I can cause chaos.
Yeah, if you were watching, I added something last night. It's called an emote wall, so that whatever emotes people use bounce around the screen. It does it for like 5 seconds. And apparently it disrupts the sound alerts, at least until it's over, and then it kicks back in with the sound alert. I was wondering how that would work. Now we know. Because I was on, what was it? Oh, because I was messing around with Streamlabs yesterday. And that's why. Let's see what we got. I'm going to make a lot of charcoal. I can't do it with walnut. I forgot about that. Getting with my friend. I've heard people getting sick recently, putting them out for getting there. I was going to say getting with. Getting there. Heard people getting sick recently, putting them out for a week. Hoping I caught this in time and does not put me out. Yes, I also heard that. My mom is still dealing with it as well. And she was telling me yesterday how bad she felt. It was pretty bad. She says that she didn't really feel like doing anything because it was just so exhausting. How long has she been ill? 2 or 3 days. But I think she started Sunday, so it's only been a couple days. But of course, with her being, fresh from surgery, basically, even though it's 2 weeks ago, but still, we have to keep an eye on it. Which you wouldn't think that she would get sick because of all the antibiotics they gave her. But wonder if bourbon helps. Let me ask ChatGPT. Who knows what you'll get asking that. Let's do a bunch of charcoal. True, the weather doesn't help. You're a champ, you'll get over quick. Yeah, the weather is psychotic. Here, it's just hot and cold all the time. And then they wonder why people are getting sick. Because my dad has had it. I think he's just about a week he's had it. But of course he doesn't want to bother mom, so he doesn't tell her how bad he actually feels. So that doesn't actually help. Yeah, he's been dealing with it for a week. She's had it for a few days. I'm hoping I don't get it, just like everything else. My brother's had it. His girlfriend has been fighting it off. So far, the kids don't seem to have had it, which is good. My nephew gets everything. He reminds me of me. Let's get a lot of rest and stay hydrated. Exactly. My mom, she was sleeping when I got up today. And she was talking about how she feels like she could just sleep all day. I'm like, if you feel like it, do it. Like, there's no harm in getting some extra rest. That's that side. Oh, this side is nice and cleared off too, but there is that hump there. I think what I did was I started clearing that out, saying I was going to put the colony over there, when this is where I actually planned it to be. I'm trying. Work isn't helping, but glad I can. Oh yeah, the rest of the week. That's good. We're all work from home. There we are. Yeah, that's always good. That. I may not want to do it on this side because that's where I'm putting my lava production. So we may actually put it over here. This side is a little flatter anyway already. So I may just do that. But yeah, when you sleep, that is when your body does the most. From creating white blood cells and help fight virus and other body functions. Oh yeah, definitely. That's when like everything starts regenerating, is when you're sleeping. So that's why they always tell you get plenty of rest when you're sick, because that helps you to heal. We'll say that the one thing I need to get better at. We'll say that is the one thing that I need to get better at. Oh yeah. I could say that too, considering the other day I didn't get to sleep until 5 a.m. and then I had to get up at 8. So but then I just said screw it and went back to bed. So I did actually manage to get some sleep finally. I'd be dead. Yeah, I felt like it. That was on Sunday morning, so luckily the weather was bad, so everything got called off. So I didn't have to feel too bad about it. I did manage to get several more hours of sleep, so it was worth it in the end. Cut up. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, the Greg Tech wood. It causes trouble. I don't know if it's because it's not technically touching or what the deal is, but it doesn't want to do the auto harvest like that from the saw. Which I am saving myself tons and tons in food by not having to vein mine everything. Or ultimine, or whatever they want to call it this time around. And I will come back through here, and we'll bring the... Now that one worked just fine. It's not consistent. But of course that's just Minecraft in general, so it doesn't matter. We are going to have tons and tons of charcoal by the time this is done, which technically I can break that down and make diamonds. So cutting down massive amounts of trees is never a waste whenever you do something like that. It does take a while because you have to go through the what do they call it, alchemical process. Because you have to dissolve it, and then you have to compact it, and then you have to compact it again. But it's free diamonds, so I forget the ratio. I knew at one time how many things of charcoal I needed for a single diamond, and I would just start multiplying it by that. But that's been a while. After that, it was just like, I don't care, I'm just going to do them all. and if I don't have enough, then I can go back and do more trees. But it is kind of interesting how you can make what used to be the hardest to find thing in the game. And because of all the mods, they make it so easy. You can just make it from trees. Now, they used to have a way you could do it, but it was a little more involved. I think it used, was it Tinker's Construct? I believe it was. And some of the side recipes from it, you could actually make diamonds. But it wasn't as easy as what it is now. But of course, diamonds are not top tier now that they've added the netherite and all that. So I guess they made it easier to get them. Now diamonds are more like a stepping stone to get the higher level stuff. I have to say, I don't think I have ever had a netherite tool as of yet on any of my games. Oh, there is a ravine here. Oh yeah, this is the one where I got the stone from. Just enough I didn't have to go diving for it down in the ravine. So we will have to think about that when we are building the colony over this way. Because your colonists are not the smartest. Just like any villager on here. And you don't want them near something that can fall down, or else they will. And then they're stuck. Soul Killer, welcome in. Have an amazing stream. You too. We got to raid Soul Killer the other day. And watch him get some. I do like that one. We got to raid Soul Killer the other day and got to see him play in some Warzone. It's a pretty good time. And actually, I'm going to do something real quick. So, nope. Helps if I actually spell it right. At Soul Killer. There we are. A little shout out for Soul Killer. Where's the pets? Let's see. I don't have my zoo or kind of thing made yet, but I am kind of making an area for it. Technically, I do have llamas on top of my house, but they despawn with the villager. But all of the there's the giraffes. We have one of them, which technically is kind of stuck over here because I have taken away some of the dirt, and it's huge. Oh, it might be wanting. Oh, I'm riding a giraffe, and it works. Wow, this thing is huge. Oh, nope, can't do that. I'm gonna punch it. Well, there's my first one. Oh, and it can't jump like the horses can. There we are. Apparently it takes apples. I have never tried to tame one before. So apparently they eat apples. And there's the lions. Because, you know, living next to lions is totally safe. Now there was more of them. Oh, he is in. He's in the water. With fish. Well, he's not alone. Oh, I need this brown flower. Yeah, there were like 5 or 6 lions around here. But now it looks like the male is the only one that's left. Let's see. I can actually look on the map. It's B. Nope, that is the only lion left. There's a skeleton over there. Wonder if they despawned. But there was a family of lions over here. I assume that they probably spawn and despawn since it's an open field and they are not technically in a zoo yet. But yeah, that is my little slice of paradise over there. I will probably at some point build something for them. My normal farms include like cows and chickens and your traditional Minecraft farms. But sometimes I expand it out depending on what I have. I have actually stolen the llamas from the villager before. If the llamas fall off and he doesn't, if he walks around, it'll break the lead for it. And so they're just free and they won't despawn with him. And so he'll despawn, but the llamas won't. And so I've actually gotten free llamas that way. They're pretty interesting, but they do spit. And if you do anything, I guess you'd say wrong, near them, they'll spit at you. Only you can get free llamas. Yeah, not surprising with me. Okay, so the rubber, cypress. Now I can make more charcoal. All the charcoal. Because I have no use for it. Actually, I will trade it. Yeah. Rubber logs. And then we have walnut logs. Because apparently walnut cannot be made into charcoal for some reason. It's its own side mod, so it's one of those things you just kind of let it do its own thing. Yeah, unfortunately I do not have heaping amounts of room to make the diamonds. So and I don't have enough of that either. So normally what I do is I will fill this up and you make a block of coal. You make the charcoal and then you put it through the dissolver. Now of course it makes heaping amounts of graphite like that. Just in case anyone's wondering, and feedmeat.com is taken, but feedmeats.com is available at $4.99. There you go. And see, that's the thing. If it's already taken, a side thing like that, I've seen people do this before. They will take the side one like that. So if anybody, and they will attach their, well, normally they'll do YouTube, but you can attach like your YouTube, your Twitch, anything like that to it, so that when they click on feetmeats.com, it'll take it to your channel. And people have said that they get, what was it? They got a certain amount of actual subscribers from on YouTube doing it that way, because I don't remember what it was. They had made a joke, and it was like a meme thing for them. And the guy actually looked at it and bought the domain for it. And he had it up there, and if you typed it in, you went directly to his channel. And he had gotten some people that said that they joined because of that. But yeah, I've been looking into domains too. There was one, it was a site that I'd been on off and on for years. And what they did, anything related to the certain thing that they were hosting, they bought the domains for. So if you typed up anything near that, it went to this one domain. So yeah, I could totally see doing that. So I won't get too many diamonds from that because that one is a half. So we make graphite dust, and you gotta lock that in, or else it'll make tons of coal. That's hilarious and smart. Yes, it is. I have seen people do that on several occasions before. And the thing is, if the domain is cheap enough, I mean, you have to pay it like every year. But hey, if it works, it works. Once I get a... Oh, what is that? Oh. I looked out of the corner of my eye and thought something was wrong with my with Streamlabs. If it was warning me about something, all it was if I wanted to see the recent message from a user. It's like, why? I must have clicked a button in the wrong spot. Okay, that side is the giraffe. That's gonna be like the giraffe pen over there, basically. I gotta remember that so I can go through here. Okay, I need to start taking this down over here. I took the bees from over here, so I can take the flour back. Now it's just flattening it out again. I'll do small tunnel. Now this is really where I need the builder's wand, so I can put all the dirt and kind of even it out over here. I snuck it behind that calcite. Now you got all these little bits off to the side, and then we can start doing this. I'll just break all this down. Got the grass. Now for the dirt. And it's a good thing I have a bunch of these cantaloupes. Yeah, it does give me a lot of hunger. Or, yeah, it fills a lot of hunger. So we will fill that up because I'm going to need it. Yep, there we are. We did get one of those little flowers there. I think it's a hyacinth. Yes. It's pretty, but I don't know. How usable it will be for me will be based on if bees recognize it as a flower. Yeah, this is where I need the builder's wand to fill this in with, because there's that tunnel there. We'll have to do something about that for sure. Just depending on which side I put the colony on. Because I will have the already built colony by the time I'm done. At least the majority. Because I'll just take the abandoned one. And let's see if I can do this without taking out the ground. Yeah, there we are. And it's like I was telling Shadow last night, because we were talking after the games about oh I do believe that I used the wrong button. Yeah, on the plus side, I did find some lapis. Yeah, I was shapeless, that's why. Okay, I'll put the calcite down here. I can fill it in. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like having it on top. Yeah, I was talking to Shadow, and we were talking about Minecraft. I was talking about how, I guess my pet peeve with the YouTubers that will play Minecraft, but they do everything offline, and you don't get to see any of it. And it's like, oh, we're going to do this, this, and this. But we did everything offline, and it's like, I wanted to see it. If you're trying to show me how to play, then why do it offline? They're like, well, we went offline for 6 hours, and we collected everything we need. It's like, well, why am I even watching then? That's just me, though. Of course you can. That's funny. And of course he just happened to look up how much it would be. You know, it was, you know, how his phone was accidentally, you know, putting it in the chat yesterday. So we know how that is. And if streaming doesn't work out, then you got your secondary domain business. So you're good to go. We have a Volt Orb in chat. Now that one I will actually, I'm going to try and get. Let's see, question. Yeah, question mark, exclamation mark. Pokey catch. I'll just do Great Ball. It has, and usually a moderate chance of actually getting it, so. I mean, it's not a super high ranking one on my list, so I'm not going to spend my special Pokeballs on it. Oh, my backpack is full. Yeah, I actually got a free Pokemon from the daily chickens at the, what is it, PCG server. Which I never expected that. It is like a super rare daily drop. And I got a free Pokemon with it. I was really excited. I had never had something like that before. Yeah, I got it. Unfortunately, I was not, I just say privileged at the time when I got the Pokemon thing from my stream. The maker of it has a secondary, I don't know, what did you call it, extension or something? I got it in my chat. It had like a secondary extension that it actually tells you information about the Pokemon that are spawning and what balls do the best at catching them. And I couldn't get it because he went out on like sick leave after that. So I do kind of wish that I had that, because it would have been, it definitely makes it a lot better when you're catching them. And I think you have to like put your name in for it or something like that. It's kind of a request service, but I don't know. I would say it's not technically popular enough on my server or on my channel to warrant me putting it out there like that. cauliflower. And I did run into an issue where it almost gave me a virus on his server. Of course, he's not there, or when he is, it's sporadic. And there is a timer that you can get where you can download it and put it on your stream, and it will tell you when the next Pokemon is about, because it's like every 15 minutes. It actually gives you a countdown timer. So I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. I went to get it, and my computer starts freaking out, and it brings up, my virus protection comes up and says, we stopped a virus. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think I'm going to try that again. But it was a third-party person that had posted on his server, so gotta be careful with that. That's the one thing I kind of wish I did have for my stream, is where I could start a timer for like when I'm if I'm going on break for an extended time. Kind of like the one day I had to help my dad change the dressing on my mom's knee, and I had to step away from the server for 10 minutes to help with that, because I wanted to check it out as well, see how it was healing, all that good stuff. And people just didn't know how long I'd be gone, so I came back to with nobody on stream. So it would be nice to have something like that, but I haven't found it for Streamlabs yet. That's the one thing that it seems OBS is good at. You can get things like that. But I'm just not equipped for doing OBS right now. It's like I told Shadow last night, it feels like you need to be a programmer to be able to use it. Which I know technically you don't have to, but that's just the way it seems to me. Because there's so many different moving parts to it. That's why I chose Streamlabs to start with. I just wanted something I could hit a button and start the stream. Kind of move things in and out if I need to, add little things. But it is also limited. So it'll be one of those things in the future as I grow as a streamer, I guess you could say. I would probably invest in would be OBS, but not yet, because it's going to take a lot of time, and I ain't got the time. I'll kind of fill this in a little bit. Because I will probably put the... There's Crazy. How's it going up in the frozen north? Yeah. Put dirt there. Actually, I will put both of those down there, so I'm going to be using them, and I know I am. Oh, what's that? That's a chicken. Minecraft physics. Go to the nearest spot and just kind of sit there. There, now it's working. We'll just do an entire stack, so I'll probably use it anyway. And I will block that off so he doesn't have to eternally stay in the stream. Put that there. Oh. Now that's the trouble. I do not want empty holes underneath it like that. Yeah. I'm just making it worse. fill that in. Okay. Yeah, let's start on these. Now the good thing is I have... Oh, that started. Snuck up on me. I do have the silk touch, so I can get actual stone back, which basically saves a ton in the charcoal and fuel costs. Now with those, I'll do that. Fill that in. There we are. Yeah, I was watching a streamer last night. Actually, technically it's a streamer, but it was on a YouTube thing. And he was playing one of the newer games. He knew nothing about it, obviously. And the first thing he does is he walks up to a fox, not realizing that the fox would attack him. And so I'm dying laughing because this guy's supposed to be pretty professional, but I mean, he didn't know. And just all of a sudden, this guy is getting attacked by a fox. And he said that it had, what was it, an exclamation mark over the fox. And he said that's why he approached it, because it appeared like it was a quest giver. Because apparently everything he had been playing had quest givers like that. Which I thought was pretty hilarious, actually. Oh, there's the chicken. We can underfill this, make it a little better. Actually curious what's at the bottom. If it's just nothingness, I can fill this in. I got stone, and I got calcite, and I have thousands of dirt. Oh, I don't want that. There's the calcite. We'll use all of it we can, since I don't use it any other way. And as for all the grass down here, it'll turn back to dirt. So it's not. Which is the weirdest thing whenever you are filling something in, and then all of a sudden, there's a grass block with a dirt block on top of it, and it's I don't know, it's just maybe my mind. It just seems so wrong. So sometimes I will actually just break the block just so it's back to normal. And then I'll put just the dirt block back from it. There we are. Now we can start filling in with the dirt. And we'll fill this in first. That way I don't have a underground cavern, which I do not want. I should get weird things spawning in the area. Knowing my luck, it would be the noisiest critter out of all the Minecraft mobs. And I'll just sit there and make noise. Which usually happens. So I don't want that. So we'll just fill it in all the way with dirt. Which I wanted to do anyway because it's so annoying. And especially if I'm going to make a mine colony over this direction. We do not want them getting stuck underground. Okay, so we'll just do these. Which I have no idea what those pink gems are for. But I keep them. because they are part of a mod pack. So it's one of those, when I ever decide to go down that road, I will be prepared. And then I usually don't. Let's see, that's all that. There's a lot more copper there than I had imagined, which is good because I don't have very much of it. And I needed it for the, what was it, the stack upgrade for my backpack. Yeah, I can. Oh, there's an egg. That means, yep, there's a chicken. Let's see. Yeah, I'll break these and get the fernium. And I got the egg. The power of magnet. Yep. Now, what I really like when it comes to magnet is you can literally get a magnet. It goes on your, technically on your person, like I did the backpack. And let's see, it is, you can turn it off and on just by it, because you have to take it. I'm sure there's probably a hotkey to do it, but the way I always do it, if I want to turn it off, which I rarely do, is I will take it out, click it, and it turns it off. Okay, this is thorium. Do shapeless on it. There is a, oh, and my thing's full again. What is that? A metang? So I'm actually going to try and catch it too. Some of these, I have heard the name before, but I don't specifically know it. So I'll do a great ball on that one. And let's see, let's fill that up. I have so much dirt, I can fill that up easily. And that's a 3, so we want to do 3 by 3. And fill this up. Let me guess, you went and bought more great balls. Because I've done that so many times. I do that and it comes up, oh, you don't have the required ball. That's why I have the panel down there. Nobody caught it. Let's see, I know generally a regular Pokeball is 35% chance. I got it again. Hey, more power to you. Let's see, I know the basic ball, Pokeball, is 35% chance. So if I do it here, I will always catch it in mine. Who knows? I don't know. Don't quite know how the thing actually works. I just know how to play it. As I like to say, if it works. Okay. I actually want to put calcite down there. Otherwise, I miss every time. Yeah, I have a bad streak of misses with it as well. There we are. We have got calcite and that. Can you get a horse? I can, if I can find one. That's the trouble. You have, oh, you have new emotes. Nice. That'll be good. I have, I don't know how many channel points over on your channel. I mean, you can only do so many annoying sound bites before the person gets ticked off at you, so I just start saving mine up. Ooh, sneak peek. Yeah, let's see, what are they? You have Cat GG and Cat Hearts. Ah, sweet. That'll give you a lot of new things for people to do. Now, me personally, I think something with hearts and a GG or something like that should be standard in like all things of emotes, along with something laughing, because that is just from my experience. That's what I use the most when it comes to when I emote. So that's one thing I was kind of upset when I bought my pack of emotes. They did not have anything. It was very vague on what I would get. That just showed you what they would think the popular ones would be. Now, some of the other ones, if I wanted to spend, you know, $30 some, I could have got one with a laughing emoji in it. I'm like, it's not that hard to make one. I mean, look at me. I made a laughing mage. So, yeah, I think that should be standard in emote packs. Because people always use that. Unless you're a sad, miserable person, you will always use a laughing emoji as something. So that will be something to look forward to tonight, if you stream. And you'd be like me. I have my stream summaries, you know, afterwards, and the one thing will come up, and it says that my laughing emote has been used like 800 and some times. And I got to thinking back on it. It's me that's using it so much because I use it in like every stream I go to. I'm thinking I'm kind of I'm affecting the statistics of it being used because I use it everywhere. And I'll even use it in my own chat sometimes. Of course. Now look at it. But it can be fun, so. Okay, I want to kind of even this up with dirt. Just because I'm weird about things like that. Because I will be using this, probably this corner. Which is going to be odd because when the raiders come from my colony, they will probably come in ships. And it'll be Viking raiders, basically. But it's also good because then they are in the water and it slows them down. So technically, if your people have like bows or something like that, they can turn them into pin cushions before they even get to your colony. Okay, I can fill this up. Yeah, I really need to get the lead armor which I'm not sure. I do have some lead, which I have not. I've not used it for the doubling yet. If I don't have, I do have some ore. I did actually find some. I remember that now. So I'll have to try that once the gold is done. See if I've got my 3 stacks of gold yet. It'll either be exactly 3 or it'll be close to 3. Because they were kind of a rough estimate, but they were looking pretty close. Of course, corners. I take the fact that it's a block game very seriously. It's all of my corners are sharp. Thing is, if I could at least somewhat fill this in, I could expand the village out this way. I just have to remember not to put the mine over this way. I need to keep that more inland. Because you can have a mine, and the thing is, it just goes straight down. But if there isn't water there, it might cause an issue when he's digging straight down through water to get to resources. So we will have to watch that. I like to do it in a double stack like this, at least. Because generally when they build their buildings, of course, if you do it right, you should only have to go down 1 block. And that's just for them to build a foundation. So after that, you should be good, but we'll see. I may come back and go down another block just to be on the safe side. I have to say, from what I can remember, generally I only ever had them down 2 blocks. Because most things will have a foundation to it, and they want that to be, you know, actual stuff. So I could probably get away with another diamond wand. I'll try not to break this one. What you really want, there's an enchantment you can get. I'm trying to think, it's something tool. I don't think I have it, unfortunately. Yeah, there's unbreaking, which that just affects the durability of it. Let's see. Tool. Unusing, right there. Tools become unusable when they have 1 left. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to have something with it on it. And you have a block of obsidian you put in the ground. You throw a book and the enchanted thing there, and then you drop an anvil on it. And it gives you an enchanted book. And apparently, it's Evilcraft. There's no other way to make it. Yeah, and then you have Curse of Breaking, which makes your stuff break even faster. Curse of Vengeance, when you're attacking, when you're using a tool, you magically get attacked by something. Nature's Mend is not bad, but you have to be in the area where you see the little magic things floating through the air. That's the only time it will regenerate it, using aura. But you have to be in a place with aura, and it's apparently very, very slow. A friend of mine had that, and he's like, I can't get it to ever regenerate. He says if it does at like 1 point. So he didn't like it. So I don't usually use the Nature's Repair. So that's something I will have to keep an eye out for. Every now and then you will find an enchanted set of boots or something that will have it on there. But these are like, it's like naturally into them. It's not an enchantment. That one has, I could get mana boost 3 off of that, which gives you 75 max mana, which only affects you if you're using spells from like Ars Nouveau. Now, if I was, that would be awesome. Actually, let's see, I have mana regeneration protection. That's the only thing I have that is on there for that. So that's one thing I have not had is enchanted items. Now you technically can get that if you make a spawn room, which I don't have the stuff yet. I need a lot of rubber. That's why I need the yellow flowers, which it's going to be full before long, is you make rubber. You do 8 of these and a bucket of water. And it makes like, it's like uncooked rubber basically. And then you have to smelt it. Oh, one of them is still in there. And of course, I don't have room. Let's put that in. Let's see. We don't need that many saplings, but I can use them. And I'll do 6. Yeah, we have a wild shield on. Never heard of one of those. That is beyond my Pokemon knowledge, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll do like we did before. Make us a block. And all this is feeding into diamond production. I think it's Gen 2. Ah, okay. Ah, it is not a catchable day today, unfortunately. So put all of these down here. Let's see. I think it takes, is it 16 of that? A compactor? Yeah. So I have 4. Let's see. Goes to 32. 5, 6, 7 diamonds. Basically. And then I'm making them from that. Which I can go ahead and put that in there. Now one of these, it's that one. It puts more, feeds more into it. Because normally the pipes will do 4 items at a time. But I have it upgraded now so it does like 8. So it don't take long for it to fill back up. And then once I'm through all of this, I can actually run the diamonds back through it, or the graphite dust back through it and make diamonds. We'll do this. Actually, I have 8. Let's see. Yeah, of course I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. those into it. Not sure why the cauliflower. That goes up here. Now we're playing find the thing. Oop. What did that do? Shift lock. Okay, the tin and aluminum. Oh, it's because of that's in there. And the hydrogen, which I don't need. Anytime you go to do anything where you get hydrogen from it, you'll get tons. So for me, it's not something I tend to save. Quest complete. Oh, it's for putting egg in my inventory. Okay, so we gotta put this away. Put a hyacinth over there. Yeah. Oh, it's because I got 3 eggs. Yeah, there's a minor quest once you get like 3 eggs in your inventory at the same time. And it's weird about it because it won't count them consecutively. It has to be all at the same time, which is interesting at best. We have quite a few of these. So I will put that first. And we will be going into upgrading our stuff again at some point with that. Okay, our thing is full there. And compost our seed. And what you do, because they have a gold backpack, put it in your inventory. Surround it with diamonds. Now you have a diamond backpack. Make sure it still has my upgrade in it. So of course you have, there was a quest for that. And that's under basic storage. Yeah, the next thing is netherite, which, ooh, solar panel, free power. And yeah, the egg thing, that gives you scrambled eggs, which are pretty good. We do get some diamonds back. We got the scrambled eggs for food. Yeah, I'll do that. Do have a lot of stone. We have a lot of stone, but too much, technically. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We will put the copper in there. Ah, we did not get 3, but we got pretty close. I mean, who could turn down, let's see, 2, almost 2.5 stacks of gold bars, which I can run through those pretty quick with some of the mod packs. Okay, we got calcite. Oh. Yeah, and it just keeps doing it. Bring it down to 5k. And of course now you've seen it's kind of widened it, which that's okay. So let me think now. It does give you solar. I don't want it to burn. So, I don't think it will, but I'll put it right there and see. The whole thing of lava and burning stuff is weird. It is technically metal, so yeah, it does quite a bit, and that's just a basic one for the power. So that's more passive generation. And put that down here. Now we're going to try and fill in this hole at least a little bit to the point of at least, what is it, 2 blocks deep? I would kind of like more than that, but we do what we can. And this is why I love builder's wands. It just fills in the entire thing. Oh, and because there was a thing there, they did that. Okay, and then you go like that. Now it does use quite a bit, because this can do 100 and some per hit. And the worst thing is to do it on top of the ground, because it will do that. Oh. There we are. And there. Okay, so everything has been... I was going to say squared away, and then I just realized that it's a pun. It's one of those I even had to stop myself and think about it, because it's like, it's kind of cheesy. Okay, we will bring this out here, and we can connect them up. Yeah, I have went through an entire thing of dirt. Now we'll kind of do this, just because I'm weird. And I know it. I do actually need to sleep up here. I don't want things spawning. It's right about, yeah. Is that a creeper over there, I think? Either that or... No, it's flowers, thankfully. Did not want creeper that close to my base. And I'll just do that. There we are. One behind me there. Unfortunately, because it is dark down here, there will be, what is that, drowned, I think it is, that spawn there. But I can do what my friend did, and he put a fence. It's like a 2-high fence around his entire colony, and he left just gates where he could go out and attack, like the raiders. He was very, don't know what you'd call it. He was very efficient about getting things like that just so he could do it. But it was interesting watching him do it. That's how I basically learned a lot about making the mine colony, was from watching him, because he did it from, you know, scratch. I could tell him a little bit about what I had read about it, but I had not actually done it, so I could never give him any practical advice. Like, well, I've seen, and according to what I read, but I was never hands-on. And then because I saw him do it, then I wanted to do it myself, so I started trying it after that. probably the best one I had. It was a huge one. That's also one reason I despise them being on a hill. Is because the one that I did was on a hill. And I had several of my people falling into a ravine all the time. And I had to make steps that went down to it just so they could get out. And it was so annoying. And finally I put a watchtower down there just so there would be somebody down there to kill the zombies and things that would spawn. But then they were, because it was a watchtower, they were so interested in going seeing the rest of the town that they left the people down there to die. So I was a little infuriated about that, and I ended that run. But I did really good. I had a pretty big town. Let's see, I had two couriers? That's the one I had, 2 couriers that did so well. And they kept everybody's inventories good. I didn't have to really run around like crazy and fill everything like he did. And of course by that time he wasn't doing it anymore because he burned himself out with all of his crazy people demanding stuff all the time. So I just didn't even bother telling him what I had learned. It was one of those, he kept saying, I'll go back to it eventually, and he never did. Fun times. That was when I was staying up until 5 a.m. on Discord talking to people across the country every night. That's before I start getting jobs. That's the only way I could. There's a, what is it? Magneton in the chat. It's another one of those. It sounds familiar, but I don't know it. Oh, the water pushed me up. Okay. Got that. Now I can replace it all with dirt. Oh, I was having a bad run on my Pokemon game today. Nobody's catching stuff. Apparently you need to be on Danny's stream and you put it in over there and or over here and you win it over there. At least that's what she was saying. Okay, I'll fill that in. Oh, caught the corner of that one. Nothing worse than when you're in a groove of getting it placed just right, and then you hit a corner. I do that so much, and it just completely throws the whole thing off. Yep, I fell off in the water that time. Okay, we will do this last little bit, and we will be looking pretty good. I think what I am going to do, I am going to take a short break just to cut the recording, have a smaller one, because my last couple on YouTube are not doing very well by comparison of the others that only get like 1 or 2 views. They were getting like 0. So I think it was because they are longer, going from posting an hour and a half stream, I should say stream cuts from it, to 3 hour. So I'm gonna do a little test and see if that's really what it was. Okay, so we will, let's see, yeah, it freezes it when I do that. So we will do an intermission and we will play the theme song and we will be right back.